So here we're going to go over an ankle mobility series using a band resistance in 4 different vectors. Okay, first we're going to start off with our anterior to posterior vector here. Okay, we create instability by using our balance pad here. So the reason we do that is because we want to create foot stability and ankle mobility. Okay, so she's going to squeeze the pad with her feet. Now we're going to lunge forward. The band's creating anterior to posterior shear force here. Now we're creating mobility in that ankle joint. She's creating stability here in her foot and coming back up. Repeating these exercises 10 to 15 times, okay? Making sure that everything stays engaged and making sure that the foot stays engaged on the bottom of the pad. Okay, now for the next step in this ankle mobility series, creating a posterior to anterior force, okay, right through here, preventing any sort of posterior translation, okay? So here we're getting back into our lunge position. She's going to lunge forward, gripping the pad with the bottom of her feet. You see how the heel doesn't come up? She's getting that force in through there, producing that vector stability. Coming back up. Fantastic. So remember, in this exercise, in this whole series, we're creating ankle joint mobility and foot stability. I couldn't reference that enough. So getting that posterior to anterior force and coming back up. Great. Make sure that heel doesn't pop up, creating that stability in that foot, decreasing the risk of re-aggravating her ankle. Now, we're going to try to prevent an inversion ankle sprain. We got the anterior to posterior, posterior to anterior. Now, most inversion ankle sprains happen like this. Go ahead and show that, Sharon. Perfect. So we're creating a force here with our lateral to medial vector with the band. Go ahead and come back, make your foot stable. So that way we prevent that inversion ankle sprain. Much more specifically with that band resistance. Now we're going to go into a lunge position, come down, okay? Preventing, firing that muscle tissue, firing those peroneals, creating mobility here in our ankle, and foot stability. So we got come back up, 3 different things going on. Foot stability, ankle mobility, and challenging those peroneals and those foot everters, so that way we decrease the risk of an inversion ankle sprain. Okay, our last ankle mobility exercise in this series is creating this medial to lateral vector force. A lot of ankle sprains happen here, okay, inversion ankle sprain. So we're preventing that by creating this tension going medial to lateral, strengthening the outside of our feet here, okay, particularly those peroneals as well as those ligaments and that ATFL ligament, okay? So go ahead and come into a lunge. Perfect, creating that vector force, creating foot stability, ankle mobility, and challenging the muscles in the calf to prevent this from hitting over. Come back up. Again, doing this exercise 10 to 15 times. You got 4 different exercises here. Go have fun, and don't forget to click like or tag any friends you feel could benefit from these series that we're putting up for you guys.